Hi there, Charles Logan here, or Charlie if you like, with Logan Light Center. Trying this again. We had a little bit of a audio issue on the previous post. I hope that it has been resolved now. And so, try this again. Talking tonight about Empower Thyself, the class and initiation that initiates you into the lineage of King Solomon and the Brotherhood and Sisterhood of Light and the Modern Mystery School. So it's a very important class in what we do here within this lineage. And but people don't always know necessarily what it is. I mean, empower thyself sounds awesome, right? Everybody wants to be a little more empowered, but what does that mean? What does it entail? What is involved? So wanted to spend some time tonight talking about the class and what to expect from it should you decide to partake on that particular journey. So, Empower Thyself is a 2 day class. It's usually taught over a weekend, but that varies. And it is always taught by a certified guide from the Modern Mystery School. So, in the case of Logan Light Center here, we bring up the wonderful and amazing Barbara Segura from Limitless Light in Naples, Florida, who is my guide and teacher and mentor in the lineage. And she teaches the classes here. But there are other guides in Florida, there are guides all over the country, there are guides all over the world that can teach this class. So this turns out to be something you're called to do. Please definitely reach out and let us know, and we'll connect you with the right people so we can make it happen wherever you are. Now, what is the class? So over the course of the 2 days, you're going to be learning a lot. The goal is to empower you, and one of the ways in which we do that is to empower you with knowledge. So a lot of things are covered, from introductions into sacred geometry and to explorations of physical and non-physical senses, daily practices and meditation to help you control your mind and create the life that you want to live. Uh, as well as things like the cosmological structure of the universe. And a lot of time is spent on who we are as humans and why we're here on this planet and in this world and what our purpose is while we're here. So those are those are the big questions, right? Why am I here? Who am I? Those are a lot of things that we delve into, and those are the things that we help you learn the answers to. So the teaching and the handing down of this ancient knowledge is a powerful piece of the class. One of the other important aspects of the class are opportunities and exercises to explore your own non-physical senses. Some might call these psychic senses or spiritual senses. There's a lot of ways to look at it. But in the world, we have our physical senses. We have our sight, our taste, our hearing, our smell, our touch. And we have a non-physical counterpart to all of those senses. And so that's delved into a lot. And there's even opportunities for you to explore which of those senses you might be the strongest in, and also how to strengthen the others that aren't. And then one of the biggest takeaways from the weekend are going to be tools that you're going to learn in order to better affect your reality. One of the big tenets of these teachings is, in order to affect change on reality, we have to first understand and be able to know what reality actually is. So after we've learned all of that about the cosmological structure and who we are and where we are and why we are, there's a lot of knowledge that comes in that, and then we want to learn the tools to be able to affect that reality. So to create change within our lives and within the world around us, and to create the lives that we want to live, and get ourselves to a place where we're living in more joy and more abundance and just more empowerment, so that we are in control of our lives and they're not being controlled by others. And sorry, just checking, seeing what's going on in the in the background. Um, so these tools we refer to in this lineage as rituals. And don't worry, there's no chickens involved. These are daily rituals that we use in the same way that brushing your teeth or taking a shower is a daily ritual. They're things that we do to keep our energy, empowered and clean. There's a lot of muck out there in the world, and we're out there living in it, so things can get to us. Um, so some of the most important rituals that you'll learn of this are the ability to cleanse and create a sacred space so that the energy that you are in is clean and as pure as possible. And another highly important one is one that protects your own personal energy that travels with you and creates a barrier around you so that things can't get to you or can't stick at least. So those are some of the very important takeaways from the weekend. These daily rituals are the foundation of all the higher teachings and all of the higher anything that we're going to build upon within the school and the lineage. But even if you don't intend to do those higher teachings, they're a wonderful and powerful foundation for you to create more of whatever it is that you want more of in your life. So after the knowledge and after the tools, the weekend culminates in an initiation. And in this initiation, we are receiving sigils and seals in our aura that allow us to hold 10 times more light than you do currently. So that sounds really cool and all, but what does that mean, right? 10 times the light, and the way that we like to explain it is, say, you encounter someone who's having a really, really rough day, and they're really feeling disconnected and alone, and like life just is not worth going on with. And you come across that person and you give them a smile and maybe even a hug and some words of encouragement, and a little bit of hang in there energy of whatever way that feels right to you. So as an initiate, when you have 10 times the light, giving those words of encouragement and that smile and that good energy has the same impact as if 10 people gave those words and that energy. So it starts to give you a little bit of an understanding of how much more we can impact the world around us when we carry that 10 times the light. The way that I like to think of it because I do a lot of teaching for young people and adolescents, and I think we can all remember how horrible it can be to be an adolescent, especially in our society. So the way that I view that is that if I'm in class and I have a student who is struggling and maybe really down on themselves and having some self-esteem issues and just all of the things that come along with that time of life, if I can build them up and give them some words of encouragement and talk them up and let them know how well they're doing and how good of a job they're doing and just how valuable and important they are, it's the same impact as if 10 people have given those same words and that encouragement and that empowerment to that young person who may very well desperately need it at the time. So that's some of the one of the really important aspects of the initiation. And there's a lot more to it that comes into that we don't necessarily go into here, but those are kind of the key points that I like to talk about when I talk about this class. And the reason that I like to talk about this class, the reason that I facilitate it so that it can happen here, and the reason that we bring Barbara in to do it, is because of the amount of powerful change and just growth and light and empowerment that I received from taking this class almost 4 years ago. And the changes in my life and the growth that has happened and the uncovering of myself, and not just my identity but also my own personal power and beauty and joy has been I don't know that I have words for it. It's a little bit speechless and breathtaking to think about how far I've come and what has happened from it. And so, having experienced the power of what this can do, I can't do anything other than want to share that with as many people as possible. And so that's why we're doing it. That's why I will continue to do it. And that's why we're talking about it tonight. So I hope that you have found this informative and helpful. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. LoganLightCenter.com. Charlie at LoganLightCenter.com is the email. And you can follow us here on Facebook at Logan Light Center. There's a Logan Light Center page. You can also follow my personal page, Charles Logan Certified Healer. And either way, if this is something that calls to you, reach out and let us know, because there's so much magic in this world, and there is so much beautiful, beautiful energy to work with and be aware of, and there's so much joy to be had, and there's so much abundance to be had, and there's so much life to be lived here, and I would love to be able to help you do it. And if that's here in Florida with us at Logan Light Center, awesome. And if it's somewhere else, we'll find you somewhere to do it there as well. So thank you all so much for this time, and much love. We'll hope to see you soon. Thank you.